novel, cover reveal. Oh my goodness, you see my husband's reflection going up the stairs. Real life. You guys are here before I have a book, before I have any acclaim. You guys are my first fans. Now, if you've been here since like I started talking about this book, before I even started writing, then I want you to know that you guys, you're probably my sister or or my friend Shala. But if I picked you up along the way and we're here today, you're still one of my first fans, and that is why I made such a big deal about this, because I'm super excited. I'm a crier. I'm probably going to cry. But I wanted to share this with you because you guys have been such a big part of my writing journey and getting to this point. Today, we are actually exactly 6 months from this book launching, which is super exciting. So, thank you. Thank you and welcome. If you follow me on social media, you probably follow me on social media because you're on Facebook right now. But it's no secret that a friend of mine, a writing mentor, a mentor in the industry, was injured last week in a fire. And very, very dear to me. I've learned so much from Brian Keene, as well as his girlfriend, Mary Sangiovanni. Mary is getting me through American literature through her podcast, Cosmic Shenanigans. The Horror Show with Brian Keene is another podcast that I just sit at the feet of these professionals, and I learn so much from them. So that's why it's really important to me to let you guys know that if you're able to help in any way as a freelance writer, Brian Keene does not have health insurance, as most writers don't. It's not like a job we clock in and clock out and get a 401k. So without medical insurance, he had a long stay in the hospital. He's home now, thank goodness, but he's got a long and arduous and difficult road ahead of him as he recovers from second and third degree burns on this side of his body. So if you're able to do anything, my good friend Shala is going to drop some links as we go throughout the reveal, but that's one of them is the Brian Keene GoFundMe to help him out, because he's helped me out so much as an author, and it's really important to me to use my platform to help him like he's used his platform to help me. So, next, I have notes right here. That's why I keep looking down. So I have notes to keep me on track, so I don't sit here and okay. All right, next. I'm going to read the first pages of Apparent Power for the first time ever read out loud in public. You guys get it first. Yay! All right. Don't laugh at me. I'm going to drink some water because the first pages of Apparent Power. Electricity flew from her fingers to the shower door handle. Valerie Russell yanked her hand back. The shock had not hurt, but the burst of light alarmed her. She reached again slowly. This time, nothing happened. She stepped into the shower. The water flowing over her face was satisfying in that it woke her senses far better than her alarm. Startled out of her thoughts by her husband clearing his throat, she took a breath to tell him what just happened, and he cut her off. "Who the hell are you?" Scott stood frozen, staring at her. "Last time I checked, I was your wife." She wiped a layer of droplets to clear her view and waited for him to respond. His lips parted to speak, but he remained silent, brows creased, head tilted. "What is it?" She stopped the shower, studying his expression. Valerie pushed the door open, yanked a towel from the wall. The question he had posed to her was odd, but his demeanor made her heart race. Something was wrong. She had seen him speechless twice in the 7 years she had known him. Once when their son was born, and again when the boy had broken his arm. Scott had frozen in shock. Her mouth went dry, and the grip of fear tightened in her chest. Scott pivoted as she rushed by him, mouth still groping to form words. Valerie flew down the hall to her son's room, slapped the switch on the wall. The 2-year-old scrunched his nose and threw an arm over his eyes. Relieved, she guided the switch to the off position and pulled the door until the opening was only an inch wide. Valerie exhaled, pausing to take a few long breaths. She fought to slow her heart rate and walked back to the bathroom. "Stop being weird," Valerie said, shivering. The towel had just covered the front of her, and the cold drops from her dark hair annoyed her. She shoved him. "You scared me." "Have you looked at yourself today?" Scott asked. Tight-lipped, she raised an eyebrow, daring him to joke about her body. Scott pulled the towel from her loose grip. The heavy terry cloth fell into a heap on the floor. He reached out to touch her bare skin, but she pushed his hand away. "I love you, Scott, but we don't have time for this." Valerie kissed his cheek and laid a playful slap on the same spot. He grabbed her wrist as she tried to walk away. "I said we don't have time." The reflection in the mirror caused her to choke on the last word. The figure moved with her as she stepped closer. She rubbed the remaining beads of dampness from her face and studied her reflection again. Her eyes narrowed. She leaned further. A swarm of butterflies released in her stomach. The hair stood up on her arms, her mouth dry and uncomfortable. The 35-year-old working mom stared at the image of her 20-year-old self, all signs of age erased. Those are the first pages, guys. You got to hear them first. So one thing I want to talk about is the very beginning of the book, the main character, Valerie, completely regresses in age. This was really important to me to write because as I was writing my book, I had just finished I just finished Divergent. And with my military background and the main character in Divergent going through this training for her society's police force or army, like I remembered when I was 19 years old going through obstacle courses and learning how to shoot and sorry, I'm just not reading everyone's comments. So when I was learning how to shoot hand-to-hand combat and all these things, like that's what really brought my interest into Divergent. So as we start this journey with our main character gets stranded 100 miles from home, she has to walk 100 miles to get back to her son because that's what any other mother would do. But in reading this, I didn't want anyone reading this saying, "Oh, I wouldn't be able to do that because I have this injury," or because I'm overweight and I'm out of shape. There's no way I'd be able to walk 100 miles. But if you woke up and you were your peak physical condition, 20 years old again, you'd absolutely be able to walk 100 miles. Hey, any 20-year-olds out there? Okay. All right. So those are my first pages. Right now, like I said, today, we are exactly 6 months from the time Apparent Power goes on sale. I've been asked before, what takes so long? Why does it take so long to print a book? So the quick answer to that is editing. So right now I have submitted my final edits to Apparent Power. It will then go to a proofreader. And then when the proofreader reads it and they don't catch any kind of typos, punctuation, stuff like that, then, excuse me, this is live, then it will go to formatting, and from formatting, again, sorry, so we have 3 months for the book to be formatted properly until it's available for advanced reader copies in September, and then once the advanced reader copies have a good 3 months of time to read the book, it'll be launched on December 11th, like 5 days after my birthday. That's exciting. Okay, so that's why it takes so long. There's a lot of editing and then formatting and then putting it into a book and then putting it on your Kindle, your iPad, all that jazz. An audiobook too, did I tell you it's going to be an audiobook? It's going to be on Audible. All right. So how can you support me in the next 6 months? It's a long time. One of the biggest ways you can support me is go visit me on my Patreon page. Patreon is a platform for creators and artists like myself to work for a commission. Just like you don't go into an art studio and snap a picture of their art and go print it yourself. So there I will give you a backstage, behind the scenes of my process in creating the Dacia M trilogy, which Parent Power is the first one. The second book is Shifting Power, and the final book will be Releasing Power. So it's going to be a big trilogy. So you get behind the scenes stuff and updates and exclusives, and I'll even write you a thank you letter every month. I will. I've done it. And also, for everyone, every single person that supports me on Patreon will get their name printed in the acknowledgement section of my book. Yes, because you mean that much to me. Okay? All right. Another way that you can help me out is my best friend Shala, that's been dropping you all these lovely links, have started a street team. So my street team is just a group of people across the world. You guys, I have people watching right now on the East Coast. Let's see, Central Time, Mountain Time, Pacific Time. I have friends in Ireland. I have friends in Canada watching right now. I have friends in New Zealand, all across the world. In England, you guys, love. Oh my goodness. So I have people all over the world who have the opportunity to support me in getting the word out. So this Facebook street team, what I will do is I will type up nice little posts that you can share in your local Facebook pages. So like your mom's pages, your yard sale pages, your veterans pages, because I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a 10-year Army veteran. So, and there's a lot of military undertones to my book as well. Military spouse pages, because I was that too. Railroad wife pages. So I will type up all these things, and all you'll have to do is just copy it and paste it and raise awareness for the book. So if you're super interested in doing something like that, Shala's already put the link up there. And yeah, so she's amazing. Shala's amazing. She's my best friend. I don't know if I've said that enough. I couldn't have done this without her. This is definitely a team effort to get this to you guys. Lastly, the last way you guys can help me out is leaving me a review. So I write plenty of stuff. I have a blog and I post at least once a week, or I have a friend post for me once a week. But if you like what you read, definitely go onto my Facebook page and drop me a line. Leave me a review. This is how other people who don't have this relationship that we have, they're able to see, hey, you know, she's legit, she writes good things, and I can get behind that. So writing reviews is a good way to help me out. Okay, I've got one more announcement before I show you the cover. All right, we are 6 months from being on sale. So what we have for you is, if you go on my website, wait, Shala, don't post this. If you go on my website, nobody go, don't go yet. You gotta wait till the book is shown up. Okay, wait till I show you the book and then go. So after this is over, go to my website and you will be able to sign up for very specifically the moment when my book goes on pre-order on Amazon. This is separate from a subscription to my blog. So if you get emails from me every time I post like a newsletter or a blog update, this is completely separate. If you want to know the moment that my book goes on pre-sale on Amazon, you go to my website and fill out a little form. It's on the top of every single page. Like, you're not going to miss it, okay? So that's super exciting. So for the people that sign up for that very specific thing, and not like if they wait and then go ahead and pre-order but don't sign up for this thing, the people that sign up to be notified for the pre-order on September 11th, when the advanced reader copies go out, I am releasing through my publisher a short audio book to go along with my Dacia M series. So kind of like what Stephanie Myers did with the Twilight series, she did a smaller book about it, a separate character. That's exactly what I'm doing in the form of an audiobook. It'll be short, maybe a 2-hour read. That'll be available free only to the people that sign up to get notified when it goes on pre-order. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Max, are you still here? So, without further ado, we're almost done. We're almost done. And hi, everyone. Even if you didn't come in the beginning, you guys, I can't believe this many people are sitting here watching this now. So, a big thank you to my publisher, Immortal Works Press. Very, very, very large thank you to Max Seidel, who has designed the cover for Apparent Power that I'm about to show you right now. If you're just a little bit more patient. I don't think I have anything else to say, honestly. I'm just stalling. So you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Now I'm gonna have to get up. I'm gonna have to get up and like get face in the camera and push this button just so you guys know, okay? All right, here we go. Oh, and all right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the official cover to my debut novel, Apparent Power. Yay! I'm just gonna leave this here for a second. This is great that I can actually read everyone's comments now. So, yeah, you guys are amazing. I can't believe you guys. Oh my goodness. So get ready, because this image is going to be all over social media in just a few minutes, you guys. I'm going to apologize beforehand for spamming the crap out of you with my book cover. Max Seidel, you are amazing. Thank you. For all my author friends who are watching, Max, go ahead and drop a link to your blog so they can check out all the other amazing things that you've done. Let's see. You guys are great. Let's see. I'm so excited about this, guys. I can't believe that, like we're getting so close. Okay. All right, is that it? Did it die? Are you guys still there? Everyone stopped commenting. I hope it's not frozen. I'm gonna turn you guys back around. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my sister. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you for coming and looking. And if you're late, thanks for watching this far, because that's an accomplishment in itself. So, yeah, like I said, I'm just going to spam social media with my book cover from now for the next 6 months. So if you want to get in on that, you can go ahead and join my street team, and then you can do it too. One caveat to the street team is there will only be really just 3 pushes for sharing content. That's today is the first push. The next push will be in September. I'll provide another set of links, and then again when the book is launched, December 11th. Be there or be square. Yeah, that's it, everyone. Thank you again. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great night. Bye.